Okay, guys, well, this is pretty big news and something that is definitely worth noting, which is why I want to actually, dedicate a video to this really huge event, and that is it's snowing in Egypt. Okay, it's snowing in Egypt, guys. All right, there's plenty of information on the net. You can see other pictures of the pyramids and the Sphinx. But yes, it is snowing in Egypt. And not only is it snowing in Egypt, but it's also snowing in Jerusalem and Syria. And these just happen to be very, very important places historically and even geologically when you understand the energy and the areas around our planet that actually are influenced by the ethereal more than others. Okay, there's like a direct connection we have, Mother Earth has, like her umbilical cord, to the ether, and source beyond or within, from certain areas, okay, on the planet. And one of them, the most important, is in Egypt, okay, and it's the Nile. All right, so for us now to be seeing this huge event, now they say 112 years, okay, it snowed. Sorry, all right, this is how they get away with this bullshit, all right? They just pick the last time an event happened and they don't look at the event altogether in a perspective of everything that is happening on our planet right now. Islands coming up out of the ocean, tsunamis knocking out, nuclear reactors, all right? We've got huge wildlife die-offs. We've got rivers turning red. I mean, you have to be completely and utterly seriously. You would have to have your blinkers so welded on to the side of your fucking head that you cannot see what's going on if you do not have the ability to connect these events, because that's really what it is, guys. I mean, if you look at each of these events individually, yeah, okay, maybe 112 years ago it snowed in Cairo, but if you're actually paying attention and seeing all of the other factors, the comets, the unusual behavior of the sun, as I said, we have to start learning about looking out of our little box of, programming that they want to keep us in. So we're all just arguing about political parties, okay, and actually thinking that we can make any kind of difference arguing about political parties. I mean, it's just insane. If that's what you actually think, we still have the ability to resurrect society from, and it's just to do with the political parties, and it's just getting the right one in power when the complete system is corrupted from absolute bottom to top now, all the way from the very bottom to all the way to the very top, okay? And this is because it's supposed to be corrupted like this. It's all meant to play out like this, guys, all right? We're at our most depraved, all right? And this is when we have destroyed ourselves. This is when Rome falls. This is when Babylon is destroyed, and this is it. This is the tower crumbling, and this is us being shown that these events are all tied into where we are in the cycle, and that there are other factors now that we also have to take into account. So, snowing in Egypt, I would definitely be paying attention to this. And let's not forget that Syria is right near Persia and all that area around Persia. Okay? And have a look into some of the mythology of Persia and understand the significance of Persia in our history, because Persia is very, very significant. Okay? There was a reason why they had the strongest army in the world. Okay? And all of this is happening in these places for a reason. And all of these places are, kind of suffering from huge political turmoil where the establishment is trying to control the situation. Well, they can try and control as much as they want, but they're losing control because, as I said, it's been taken out of their hands. We're turning the wheel of the cycle. It's like the other spokes are falling into place in the big wheel, and they each lock in, and there are events that lock in that are that basically the backbone of everything, that is happening now. Think of Ezekiel's wheel. Basically, there's a solid cycle, and this is part of it. This is part of it. Okay? So, I just think it's fantastic. It really gives, us some hope that we are seeing things starting to give us very big indications that huge changes are about to come, and as I've said, I really do think that the 25th of December, probably from the 21st of December to the 25th of December, is going to be really important this year because, I don't think that every culture would mark down that time as really being one of the most important celebrations of the year if it wasn't for a reason. And, it's actually been ingrained in our psyche, even though it's been manipulated and used for their agenda of materialism. They were able to do this because it is so ingrained in our psyche to start with. So anyway, I'm just going to keep this in mind when I'm seeing all of these events because it does seem like things are definitely accelerating. So, gee, I'm kind of thinking that means that war is probably not far off too, guys. So, remember that this is going to happen on every level. So be aware of that too. All right, well, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to post all of this information underneath and you guys can check it out. We have snow in Egypt. And as always, guys, peace out.